Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to discuss exercise 3A from Selina Concise Mathematics 9th ICSE, and it is compound interest with by using the formula, because in the Selina there it is divided into two parts. One is without using formula and another is with using formula. So today we are going to solve the exercise 3A that is going to be done by the formula. So let's start. First thing, like what are the formula we are going to use in this? First one is A equals P times 1 plus R over N, and it is in the compound interest case the total amount, where A is the total amount after n years, P is the principal or original value we call, R is the rate of interest per annum, and N, or it has to be small n. Small n is the number of years the money is invested. So, and the next one is A equals, A is again total amount of n years. So, if it is principal and the rate of interest are changing for successive years, let's say for first year it is R1%, second year it is R2%, and third year it is R3%, and so on, then the amount after n years, n means the number of years we are going to calculate in this way. So the amount after n years would be P times 1 plus R1 by 100, 1 plus R2 by 100 into 1 plus R3 by 100, and so on. And if in case like it says that for the first 2 years the rate of interest is R1, so we will multiply by 2 here, power would be 2, because it is going to be twice, 2 times in a in a row. So let's have questions now. Here's the question number 1. Find the amount, we require amount, I will write like this, and the compound interest CI, these things we are going to find, on 12,000 in 3 years at 5% per annum interest rate being compounded annually. So what are the things given? We can see the amount is given. Initial amount, that is principal 12,000, rate is given, R is 5, and is given n, 3 years. So first of all we have the amount, and we know this compound interest, for that matter any interest, is the total amount minus principal. First of all we are going to use the formula for amount, and we have A equals P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power n. That is going to be 12,000 into 1 plus 5 over 100 to the power 3. 5 1s are 5, 5 20 times, and then we will get this as 12,000, and if you take 1 plus 1 over 20, it is going to be always 1 plus 21, because if we are adding 1, it is simply like you are adding the numerator and denominator. So it is going to be 21 over 20 whole cube. Now in compound interest, if we can somehow remember some cubes and squares, then it would be lot easier. And here we can see 21 cube. So 21 cube is actually 9261. 21 square is going to be 441. In this way if you remember, so it would be very easy to calculate. So it becomes 12,000 into 21 cube is going to be 9261 upon 20 cube is 2 2s are 4 2s are 8, 8000. 1 2 3 0 cancel from here, and 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. So we got this as 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is 1.5 into 9261. So now we can calculate it lot easier way. So amount become 15. I will take 15. 15 1s are 15. So 5, and one decimal is there. So I'll apply decimal here now. And 1 carry. 15 6 are 90. So 91. Then 9 carry. Then 15 2s are 30 plus 9 39, 3, and then 15 9s are 135 plus 3 138. So the final amount become 13,891.50 rupees. We can take this as 50. So these many amount, and now at the last we can calculate simple compound interest. Compound interest would be 13,000, the total amount, minus the principal amount, that is 12,000. It become 1,191.50, and that's the compound interest after 3 years at 5% rate of interest. Here is the second question. Calculate the amount if 15,000 is lent at compound interest for 2 years and the rates for the successive years are 8% per annum, 10% per annum respectively. So we need to find the amount we need to calculate is missing. Principal is given as 15,000, we can see from here, and time is 2 years, but rate, there are two rates, so I'll take R1 as 8% and R2 as 10%, and hence these are for the 2 years, so no need of writing n as 2. So we have a formula, we have seen it is P times, if there are two successive rates of interest, so it is going to be R1 over 100 into 1 plus R2 over 100, and then it is going to be 15,000 into 1 plus 8 over 100 into 1 plus 10 over 100. Now we can cancel 4 2s are 425 times, and then it is 15,000 into, now again 1 plus, so it is going to be 27 over 25 from here, and from here it is 1 plus 10, that is 11 over 10. 1 0 got cancelled, and then 15 1s are 25 1s are 25, 25 6 are 150, and then 0. So at last we got this as 60 into 11 into 27, that is 660 into 27. Now we can multiply 27 into 66, because 0 of course we can apply easily, and then 6 7s are 42, 6 2s are 12 plus 4 16, 6, and then the same thing again, 2 6 1, then it is 2 8 7 1. So we got this as 17820. That's the amount after 2 years if the rate of interest are 8% for first year and 10% for the second year. So I hope it is clear. Let's discuss the next question now. Here is the third question. Calculate the compound interest accrued on 6,000 compound interest. So we require CI, and we know CI is A minus P, so we require this in 3 years and is 3 years, and for that first year rate of interest is given compounded yearly if the rate of successive years are 5%, 8%, 10% respectively. So R1 is 5%, R2 is 8%, and R3 third year's rate of interest is 10%. So of course we cannot calculate, actually we can calculate CI, we have the formula for it, but its basic start is first of all we need to calculate the amount after 3 years with this rate of interest. That is going to be 1 plus R1 over 100 into 1 plus R2 over 100 into 1 plus R3 over 100. Then it is going to be P is 6,000, 1 plus first R1 is 5 over 100, then 1 plus 8 over 100, then 1 plus 10 over 100. We can cancel now. 5 20 times, 2 25 times, 1 10, and then we got this as 6,000 into 21 upon 20, 1 plus 1 over 20, into 1 plus 2 over 20 is 27 upon 25, into the last one 11 upon 10. Then we can cancel 1 2 zeros from here, and then 5 we can cancel 5 by 5 5s are 25, and then it is 5 1s are 5, and then 12, 5 2s are 10, and then 2 1s are 2, 2 6 times, and then we can see it is 6 into 21 into 27 into 11 upon 5. So now we can calculate this by simple calculation. It is coming 37,422 divided by 5. Final answer is 7,484.40. That's the amount after 3 years with these these rate of interest. So CI become 7,484.4 minus principal, that is 6,000. So the interest is 1,484.4, and that's the compound interest. Now let's discuss the next one. So fourth question is, what sum of money will amount to 5,445 in 2 years at 10% per annum compound interest? So what sum of money means we require the principal, because principal is missing because this is the initial amount. Amounts to means the total amount, final amount is given as 5,445 in 2 years. So n is 2 years and rate is 10% per annum. So we know the formula, we will simply use the formula and then substitute these values which are given. P plus R, not R1, only R upon 100 to the power n. And here we have A, the amount is 5,445 equals P is missing, so P as it is, and 1 plus R is 10 over 100 to the power 2 because n is 2. So these two got cancelled. We got this as P times 1 plus 1 over 10, that is 11 over 10 whole square, and it is P times 121 upon 100. And then we will do the cross multiplication to get the P value. P value will be 5,445 into 100 divided by 121. So 11 times is 121, 11 4s are 11 9s are, then 5 left, 11 5s are, then again 11 1s are 11, 11 4s are 44, 5 left, so 11 5s are 55. So the final amount is 4,500. So the initial sum of amount has to be 4,500, for which you in 2 years at 10% per annum compound interest we will get 5,445. So I hope it is clear. Let's discuss the next. Here's the question number 5. On what sum of money, again on what sum of money means they require P, will the compound interest for 2 years at 5% per annum amount to this? So compound interest will be the compound interest. So they have given the compound interest for 2 years at 5% per annum. So CI is given as 768.75, and we know that CI is A minus P for 2 years. So N is 2, rate is 5%. So if we use this here, we have the formula for A minus P. So I will use 768.75, the CI formula, A minus P, and A is P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power 2 minus P. That's the some complete case, and we have used the formula for it. Now let's substitute the values. R is 5, so it would become, I will take P common from here, P common, but the things left are 1 plus 5 over 100 to the power 2 minus 1, because if we take P common then it is 1. It's like x square minus x. If we take x common, it is x minus 1. So in the same way we take P common, it is minus 1. And now we will calculate this. 768.75 equals to P times, it is 1 and 20, so it is 21 upon 20. 21 upon 20 square means 21 into 21 upon 20 into 20 minus 1. So let's calculate this again. P times 21 into 21 is 441 upon 400. If we take LCM, so it would be 400 minus here upon 400. and then we got this thing as 768.75 equals P times 41 upon 400. And when we do the cross multiplication to get P value, 768.75 into 400 and then divide by 41. So we have two zeros here and two decimal places, so these two got cancelled, and then 41 and here it is 4, so we'll multiply. P equals 76875 into 4, so 4 5s are 20, 4 7s are 28, 2 330, so 6 4 8s are 32 plus 3 35, 4 6 are 24 plus 3 27, and 4 7s are 28 plus 2 is 20. 4 7s are 28 plus 2 is 30 and upon 41. Now we will divide this. Is 41 7 times 7 5, and then we will get this as 7,500. So the amount is P equals 7,500, for which the compound interest is 768.75. Here is the sixth question. Next question: find the sum on which the compound interest for 3 years at 10% per annum amounts to this. So this time we need to find the P. A is missing, and A is given, it is 1655, and R is given 10%, N is given 3. So you can try it, and if you wish you can post it in the group, and I will discuss the answer in the chat box. It's the same way you are going to use the formula of A equals P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power n, and then we substitute these values, we'll get P. So let's discuss the next one. Here is the seventh question: what principal will amount to this? So what principal is missing, and amount is given 9856 in 2 years, so n is 2, for which if the rate of interest for successive years are this, so n equals 2 means first year rate of interest is 10%, second year rate of interest is 12%. So we need to calculate principal value. We are going to use the formula of A equals P times 1 plus R1 over 100 into 1 plus R2 over 100, and we have A as 9856 equals P times 1 plus R1, that is 10 over 100, into 1 plus R2, that is 12 over 100. So these two got cancelled. 4 3s are 425 times, and then we will get this P times 11 over 10 into 25 plus 3 20, 28 over 25, and then we can do the cross multiplication to get the P value. So it is of the same type we had discussed earlier. Let's discuss the next question now. This is the 8th question. On a certain sum, the compound interest in 2 years amounts to this. If the rate of interest for successive years are 10%, 15% respectively, find the sum. So it means P is missing. CI for 2 years is 4,240 rupees, and rate for 2 successive years were 10% and 15%. If we have CI, it means we have A minus P as 4240, and if we substitute the formula, A is, in this case it is going to be P times 1 plus 10 over 100, first R1, into 1 plus 15 over 100, and that has to be it is the amount, and if we subtract the principal, then we will get the compound interest, that is 4240, and we can cancel it. 15 5 3s are 5 20 times, and we got this as, if we take p common, again in the same way we take x common from here, so we left with the remaining coefficient of p, that is going to be 1 here. So it is 1 plus 1 by 10 11 by 10 into 3 plus 20 23 by 20 minus 1 equals 4240, and then we are going to simplify it. It is 200, so 11 into 23 is 253 minus cross multiplication 200 upon 200 is same as 4240, and then p will be cross multiplied, and 4240 into 200 divide by this, subtract, if you subtract we will get 53, and then we can calculate this value, and if you calculate we get it as 16,000. So the principal amount, the sum of amount, initial amount, whatever we call it, that is going to be 16,000. Hope it is clear. And here's the question number 9. At what rate percent per annum will 6,000 rupees amount to 6,615 in 2 years when interest is compounded annually? So from the question we can see we require rate of interest, so it is R is required, amount P 6,000, and it will convert to 6,615 and is 2 years, and then we require R. So we can see directly from here we have the identity, we have the formula for A, amount, total amount in the compound interest case, that is A equals P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power n. And if we substitute the value we will get 6,615 equals 6,000 times 1 plus R over 100 to the power 2. So basically in these type of questions we will make one side alone as 1 plus R over 100 whole to the power 2, and we'll try to make another side with as the square so that we can remove the square. So it means we can rewrite this as 6,615 over 6,000 equals 1 plus R over 100 to the power 2. Now we need to make this square, and we can see clearly that 6,000 is not a square number. So first of all let's cancel by 5. 12 5s are 60, so 1200, and 5 1s are 5, then 5 3s are 15, and then 5 2s are 10, and then 5 3s are 15. It is 1323 and it is 1200. Still it is not a square number, so we can divide it by 3. So if we divide by 3 we will get 400. 4 3s are 12, and if we divide this by 3, 3 4s are 12, and then 2 1 2, so 3 4s are 12, and then 3 1s are 3. Now we can see that 441 and 400 both are square numbers, so we can rewrite this thing as 1 plus R over 100 power 2 equals 21, it is 21 upon 20 whole square, because 21 square is 441 and 20 square is 400. So we will remove the squares and we will get 1 plus R over 100, R over 100 as 21 over 20, and then we will do simple algebra. R over 100, then 1 went there, so it is 21 over 20 minus 1, that is going to be 1 over 20. By taking LCM, 21 minus 20, that is 1 over 20, and now by cross multiplication we will get R as 100 over 20, that is 5%. So the rate of interest, rate percent per annum is 5%. And we could have done in this way as well. If we rewrite this 21 as 1 plus 5 over 100, because it is 21, we can, if we write this as 1, like I'm just splitting this 21 and 20, we can write this as 20 plus 1 upon 20, so it becomes 1 plus 20, 1 plus 1 over 20, which will give us, if we'll solve, we will get 21 upon 20 whole square. Now still we cannot compare it, so we can rewrite again this as 1 plus 5 times, if we multiply 5 and 5 in numerator and denominator, then also we can, if we compare from here directly, we can get R as 5%. So it's better to do in this way, that's fine. Otherwise we can, if we can use this method, if we get the same type in both the sides, we can compare it. So let's discuss the next one. Here is the 10th question. At what rate percent, again we require R, does a sum of money becomes, sum of money means P, becomes it 1.44 times of itself in 2 years. So in 2 years amount become 1.44p. It's the meaning of this line, a sum of money become 1.44 times of itself is 1.44 times of the initial amount, and initial amount is P. And now we are going to simply use the formula for A, that is P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power n is 2 equals 1.44p, and then we can cancel P, and then we can rewrite this 1.44 as 144 over 100, and since it is a square, so we can rewrite this as square number, because we know 12 square is 144, so 12 over 10 whole square, and from here we can write this as 1 plus R over 100. By cancelling square both the side, we will get this, and then R over 100 equals 12 minus, let me write completely, 12 minus 12 over 10 minus 1, that is going to be 12 minus 10 over 10, that is 2 over 10, and hence the R become 2 into 100 over 10, and that is going to be 20%. And again by the same method we can rewrite this as 1 plus 2 over 10 whole square, and that can be written as 1 plus 20 over 100, and once we have the same everywhere same, we can simply compare and we can get R as 20%. So let's discuss the next one now. Here is the 11th question. At what rate percent will a sum of 4,000 yield 1324 as compound interest in 3 years? So CI is given, that is A minus P, as 1324, and principal is given as 4,000, and time is given as 3 years. So from here we can get amount is going to be 1324 plus P, that is 1324 plus 4,000, that is 5,324, and then we can use the formula for A, that is going to be P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power n is 3 equals 532, this equals amount 5324, and we have P here, we can transfer P this side, again in the same way, 1 plus R over 100 to the power 3 as 5324 upon P, and P is 4,000. Now in this case we require the cube, we need to make it as a cube. So let's divide by 5 first of all. If we divide by 5, we will of course we cannot divide by 5, sorry. Let's divide by 2, so it is 2000, which is not a square number, but we will divide and see 2, and then 2, 6, 6, and then 2, and again if we divide by 2, we will get this as 1000 and this as 1331, and now since we got 1331 over 1000, and we know we should remember this, that 1331 is 11 cube and 1000 is 10 cube. So now we can compare, and I will do by both the method. We can rewrite this as 110 over 100 to the power 3, because it is multiplied by 10 in numerator and denominator, and become 1 plus 10 over 100 to the power cube. So from here also we can directly say that R is 10%. Otherwise if we compare from this to this, we will get 1 plus R over 100 equals 11 over 10 by removing the cube, and then r over 100 equals 11 by 10 minus 1, that is 1 over 10, and if we cross multiply we will get 10%. So in any way we can get the answer. So let's discuss the next one. Here's the 12th question. A person invests 5,000 for 3 years at a certain rate of interest compounded annually. At the end of 2 years, this sum amounts to 6,272. Calculate the rate of interest per annum. So it says that P is given as 5,000 initial amount. For 3 years, we will talk about that, but certain rate of interest, so R is missing, and amounts to, if we take N as 2 years, because it says at end of 2 years, so and if N is 2 years, then this amount becomes 6,272. So we are going to simply use the formula for A, P times, that is 5,000 times 1 plus R over 100 to the power 2 equals 6,272, and that is 1 plus R over 100 to the power 2 equals 6,272 upon 5,000. And now since we require square, so we can divide by 2, we will get 2,500 from here, and if we divide by 2 we will get this as 2 3 is 6, 2 1 is 2, and then 2 3 is 6, and then 2 6 is 12, and then it is going to be 3136 upon 2500. Now the task is to find that whose square is 2,500, or we can simplify a little bit more. We can divide by 2, so it is 1250, and this is 1568, and again we can divide by 2 just to get the square number. If we divide by 2, this 12 6 and then 2 4 and then 5, and here, so it is 2 then 5, and here it is 2 6 2 7 14, 2 8 16, and then 2 4. So it is going to be 784 upon 625. Now this is 28 upon 25 square, and then we can get this. If we got square, we can again write this as 1 plus 3 upon 25 square, or 1 plus, if we multiply new and divide by 4, we will get 12 upon 25 into 4 is 100 to the power 2, and then we can get R equals 12%. Otherwise we can do by that method we have done in the last. Here is the second part, the amount at the end of third year. So if we have rate of interest 12%, initial amount we can take P as 5,000 only, and N is 3 years, so amount we require, and then we can simply use the formula A equals P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power N. We have all the values, we can calculate. 13th question is, in how many years will 7,000 amounts to this at 10% per annum compound interest? So again, like we require N this time, P is 7,000, A is 9317, and rate is 10%. So this time again we have only one formula in this case, that is A equals P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power N. So we are going to use method, some mathematical operations, so to find the N, and the best way is first of all substitute the value, and we can take this P common in denominator, it becomes 7,000 here equals 1 plus 10 over 100 to the power N, and this can be cancelled, and you will get this as 11 over 10 to the power N. So our task is to make this as the power of 10, so that we can get something in the numerator as a power of 11 as well. So we should start from denominator. So we know if we divide by 7 it would be 1000, so divide by 7 it is 1000, and let's check whether it is divisible by 7 or not. 7 1 is 7, 2, 7 3 is 21, 2, 7 3 is 21, and then 7, and we can see the left hand side is 11 over 10 cube equals 11 over 10, n, and if we compare we get n equals 3 years. So that's the answer. 14th question, find the time, again n we require in years in which 4,000 is the principal amount, will produce this as compound interest. So this time they have given CI, that is of course A minus P, 630.50, and rate of interest is 5%. So again we are going to get the A from the compound interest, that is 630.50 plus 4,000, that is going to be 4,630.5, and then we are going to use the formula of A and we can calculate n because we have all the values as we have done previously. Here's the 15th question, divide 28,730 between A and B so that when their shares are lent out at 10% compound interest compounded year per year, the amount that A receives in 3 years is the same as amount B receives in 5 years. So we will calculate for A and B separately. So for example, if A got X amount, so P is X amount, the share of A is X rupees. So it means B will definitely get the remaining amount. The remaining amount is 28,730 minus X. P is given now, and then rate of interest R is 10% here as well, and R is 10% here as well. And for 5 years and 3 years, so for A it is n equals 3 years, for B n equals 5 years, and then amount would be same. So let's calculate amount one by one. From here the amount is X times principal times 1 plus R, R is 10 over 100 to the power n, n is 3. So this become X times, this is 1 by 10, so X times 11 by 10 cube, that is X times 1331 over 1000, X into this, that is of course 1331 X over 1000. And from B we get A equals P is 28,730 minus X times 1 plus R is 10 over 100 to the power 5. We can cancel this and we will get this as 28,730 minus X times 11 over 10 to the power 5. So we can compare from here directly. We can see according to them it is given that they are getting the same amount, so it means 1331 X upon 1000 has to be same as 28,730 minus X times 11. We can take 3 power, or that's fine, 11 into 11 into 11 into 11 into 11 upon 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. So 1000 would be cancelled here, 11 times got cancelled, and then we got it as X equals, I am going to multiply 11 into 11 is 121, so 28730 into 121 upon 100 minus 121 upon 100x. So we will take this thing to other side. We will get 121 upon 100x plus x equals this, and 10 we can cancel, and we got 28730 into 121 upon, sorry, not 0 here, upon 10. And if we simplify this, we will get this as 121 plus 100, 221 upon 100x equals 2873 into 121 upon 100, sorry, only 10, not 00, 10 got cancelled. And if we simplify, now we will get the answer, because we can simply get the x value as 2873 into 121 and into 10, so into this 0 and 2 to 1, and we can simplify now and we will get the answer directly. It's a simple calculation, and this value is 15,730. That's the ratio of A So A got, we'll write that A got 15,730 and B of course got 28730 minus 15730, and that is 0 0 and 0 and 2, 8 minus 5 3, then this 13,000 B got and A got 15,730. I hope it is clear. Let's discuss the next one. This is the 16th question. A sum of 44,200 is divided between John and Smith 12 years ago and 12 years and 14 years old respectively, in such a way that if their portions be invested at 10% per annum compound interest, they will receive equal amounts on reaching 16 years of age. What is the first question? First part is, what is the share of each out of 44,200? So if we, for the case of John and Smith, if you make like that, for John, if John got principal, like we can take the initial amount as the principal X, then Smith will get the remaining amount, that is 44,200 minus X. And rate of interest is 10% in both the cases. And here the time, for time we can see for John, he is 12 years old and he will get this amount in 16 years, when he will become 16 years of age, then the time N is 4 years in this case. And Smith is 14 years old and he will also get the same amount when he becomes 16 years age, and N equals 2. So now these two are the cases, and since the condition is given that amount received by them are equal, so we can directly calculate amounts, and I will make it at equal. So from John it is X times 1 plus 10 over 100 to the power 4, and from Smith it is 44,200 minus X to the power times 1 plus 10 over 100 to the power 2. This is P in the John's case and in a Smith case, and it is the case for John. So this can be calculated again. 11 by 10 to the power 4 equals 44,200 minus X times, this is also 11 by 10 to the power 2. So 2 power got cancelled from here. We got this as 121 upon 100 X equals 44,200 minus X. So we can transfer X this side. So we'll get this X plus 121 over 100 X is same as 44,200, 221 X upon 100 by LCM method, or anyway it is 44,200. And then 221 twice is 442, so twice and then 200, and finally we got X as 100 into 200, that is going to be 20,000. So it means John got 20,000 and Smith got the remaining, that is 44,200 minus 20,000, that is 24,200 rupees. So that's their share out of 44,200. So here's the second part. What will each receive when 16 years old? So from the previous part we have seen for the John, the principal, the amount share he got was 20,000. So for him the rate, again the rate was same for both, and time for John was 4 years, so amount he will get is 20,000 times 1 plus 10 over 100 to the power 4, that is 20,000 into 11 over 10 to the power 4, that is 20,000 into 11 into 11 into 11 into 11 upon 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 got cancelled with this, and then we got this as 2 times 121 into 121, because 11 into 11 is 121, and then we multiply by this 29,282, and that's the amount both of them will get, because from the previous part we have seen they are getting the same amount. So John and Smith John Smith both got 29,282 and 16 years old. Is the 17th question. The simple interest on a certain sum of money at 10% per annum is 6,000 in 2 years. Find the sum. So for the simple interest, we are going to calculate by the formula we know, P into R into T over 100, and this is given as 6,000. P is required, R is 10% in 2 years over 100. So these two got cancelled, 2 5s are, so altogether principal would be 5 into 6,000, that is 12,000. Sorry, 30,000. 5 6 are 30. So this is the 30,000. The sum is 30,000. It was very easy. Let's see the second part. Amount due at the end of 3 years and at the same rate of interest compound annually. The amount due at the end of 3 years and at the same rate of interest. So principal we have seen it is 30,000. So n become 3 years. At the same rate means R is 10%. We calculate A. A is 30,000 times 1 plus 10 over 100 to the power 3. And this we have seen so many times, that is going to be 11 over 10. Cube is 1331 over 1000. 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then 3 into this is 03993. So 39,930. Third part is the compound interest earned in 3 years. So compound interest is the amount after the 3 years she got, they got, and minus the principal amount. So it is 39930, and the initial amount we have seen from that is 30,000. So it is going to be the 9,930 as the compound interest. And this is the last question, 18th question. Find the difference between compound interest and the simple interest on 8,000 in 2 years at 5% per annum. So for simple interest, we know it is P into R into T. So P is 8,000, R is 5, and time is 2 over 100. So 0 0 0 0 cancel, and 5 2s are 10. So it becomes 800. That is the simple interest. And now compound interest for this CI we will calculate by A minus P. So we require A, and A is P times, that is 8,000 times 1 plus R. R is 5 over 100 to the power n. N is time, time is 2. So 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. So it becomes 8,000 into 21 over 20 to the power 2. That is 8,000 into 441 over 400. 0 0 0 0, and then 4 2s are 8. So altogether we got 0 2 8 8 8,820 rupees amount. So compound interest we will calculate. Compound interest is going to be 8,820 minus the principal, that is 8,000. So it becomes 820. So the difference is of course CI is bigger, so you will subtract SI from CI, and that is going to be 820 minus 800, that is 20 rupees. So the compound interest is 20 rupees more than simple interest. So that's it. That was the last question. I hope it was of some help. So let's meet again in the next video. Till then, thank you so much.